It's such a unique piece of property.
It's very nice.
Like we never get slopes coming towards the house.
This is gonna be by far the biggest transformation we've ever done on this channel.
We finally made it, Chicago to Vancouver. I am genuinely excited about this consultation. I've done thousands of consultations throughout my career, but this one's special because Chris and his wife won an amazing backyard makeover, and we're here to design whatever the heck we want to, and that doesn't always get to happen. So again, they won the contest. Some of you guys were following along. Don't know exactly what the contest was. You entered and you won a backyard makeover, not just a pond. It's gonna have a pergola, it's gonna have a patio, it's gonna have landscape, it's gonna have everything. And so we're about to meet Diego and Chris and his wife and design one spectacular backyard makeover. Pretty dogs. Oh, so he's like me. Hey, Pups. Hey, Pups.
Chris, how are you, man? Yeah, you too, buddy. Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, Pup. Hi. It's all right.
How are you? I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it was good. Hey, bud, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
hi.
is so
Diego.
awesome.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Wanna come in?
Yeah, that'd be great. I can't wait to see the backyard. And look at this beard guy. Koi killer. Damn. That's actually pretty good. If you like IPAs. Yeah, let's go see. No, let's go outside.
Yeah,
and it's so nice. So is the fence is yours? Your property?
Well, this fence is ours, but the back fence is of ours.
Oh.
This is original to the house, and we've kept it up to keep the dogs close. There's a lot of wildlife.
Oh.
In the yard, we get bears, coyotes.
Really?
Oh yeah, bears, coyotes, raccoons, skunks.
So you go all the way to the wood fence. Oh gosh, it's a much bigger canvas. I was like, we're gonna stay in this little chain link area. And I was like,
Oh, no.
Please no.
You got a nice little slope, though. That's cool.
it's
Yeah, and it gets.
That's pretty,
bigger.
and it's flat here. That's pretty kick-ass already.
that kind of works.
Yeah.
All right, so all consultations kind of start like this. Your mind just starts racing. Now they've got this chain link fence in there because of the rescue dogs and just trying to keep them managed to a space. But once that fence comes down, my imagination just starts running. And they've got a very, very unique property, especially when you've got a hillside that's coming towards the house. As a pond builder, as a waterfall designer, when you try to build natural looking waterfalls, you look for natural hillsides, and almost always they're going away from the house. So to have this coming towards the house, toward the main viewing area, oh gosh, we're gonna start getting crazy creative here. You see some of the unique plants that they've got. Japanese maples aren't that unique, but Japanese maples of that size are unique to me because they would never get that big in the Chicago land suburbs or just in our climate zone. We're kind of a 4B5, and I'm not sure what Vancouver is, but I know it doesn't really snow that much and they're able to work year round. Right now, I'm shooting the shit, really just because I'm still gazing at the backyard and trying to come up with some ideas. But thank God, at least Diego from Fontana Ponds out in Vancouver is out here because I'm gonna definitely lean on him a little bit for some design inspiration and or maybe even some validation on some of the ideas I have. And so I'm looking forward to really just kind of jumping into this design. We've got the day out here, so I'm gonna really take my time with this and come up with something that really, really transforms this space. So another thing I always look at before I start letting my imagination go too wild is access, because access will limit my imagination. If I can't get machines back into the backyard and everything's got to be done by hand, well then I'm not going to dream of 6-foot high waterfalls and destination boulders that, you know, are 5 feet by 5 feet long or something like that. We got to come in here. Right now I'm just kind of asking for permission. What can go, what can stay. I see that they got fruit trees everywhere. They've got fruit trees back where we were standing before, up at the top of the hill. There's a bunch more fruit trees. And so a lot of these guys can probably move if they're really sentimental type things, but they've got to go. The fence has got to go. Even that shed is gonna have to get removed.
Yeah, we just come right through here.
Yep.
That guy could stay. These guys would move.
And depending on machine size, we do have a double bay door and then a 90-degree single bay door to get out to.
Oh, so like a dingo could drive through.
exactly.
Drive through the garage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chris and his wife were just really accommodating with whatever we want to do. They're good with them. Chris just keeps shaking his head, yes, 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 every single time we come up with something. He even said we could come through his garage if we wanted to. Now, normally I would take advantage of this, but this garage looks like it was just done. It's got the new epoxy floor, and this garage door here that will allow us to get into the backyard, we're really limited on height. And so it might be really convenient for some of the other subs that have to come in, guys that have to work on patios, guys that have to work on pergolas, guys that have to work on artificial turf, whatever, just having another way to get in the backyard so we're not all funneled through that side yard. I think all of our pond stuff is gonna come around the other way. Having this garage area where you can kind of sneak back through and come into the side yard really, really helps.
It's such a unique piece of property.
Yeah.
Like, my mind's usually like, all right, this is what we should do.
For here, but all of a sudden you're
the kitchen
going-
window goes, your eyes go to that corner.
Yeah.
And so do you tell yourself like that's enough slope over there
Yeah.
to come down and still do something
Yeah. So you get a view
in
from
that
upstairs.
space?
That's plenty of slope. Actually, a
a
gentle
lot.
slope is so nice.
Yeah.
These steeper slopes get really.
My biggest fear is in that space, the way the house sits, that sound is gonna like
Echo, yeah.
and it's not gonna be pleasant to sit by it. Starting a waterfall from back in here,
Yep.
like it'll have more of that babbly brook sound,
Yep.
and it's further away, so it's not in your face.
Yeah. Come into a big pond and a patio, or not a big pond, but a pond and a patio.
And as much as I want to put a water feature in that space, it just doesn't make as much sense because you're not going to see it from the main viewing area from inside the house. I don't want him to only enjoy this water feature from the coziness of the man cave. It's got to be enjoyable from all kinds of spaces. So we're gonna see what we can do with that space back in there.
What do you do with all this space then if the pond is starting all the way out there by that rhododendron?
Maybe just make the pond a little bigger. I feel like making the pond bigger is, well, maybe I'm wrong, but it's somewhat easier than paving more,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I don't want to pave more.
I don't want to be cutting freaking stone like
Like,
that.
I would like
We're
that.
gonna have to do some.
I would like that whole patio
Yeah.
to be done before we get here, except for the extension.
Yeah. That's
Like
meeting
we'll go
up
out,
with the-
we'll go out past the pergola.
Yeah. Just have it like
Yeah. and
3/4 laid
any
and
of us
done.
any of us can handle 5 feet of patio.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a longer, skinnier pond and bring pond all the way into here, and then a bridge.
It'd be
to
cool
that.
to look out this window and see water pretty quickly that leads over there. Like
So we could do
long
longer.
skinny ponds are cool.
Well, we could do pond. We could do pond on this side of the pergola
Yeah.
and make that more deep stream,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is fast.
Yeah. Way faster. Yeah. Good idea.
So just bring stream, even though the slope stops over there, bring stream all the way to here,
Yeah.
to like right where this rhododendron's at.
Yep.
And then open this up into pond
Yeah.
in this space. But then all of our access for doing this pond is from here.
But again, having Diego out here from Fontana Ponds really, really helps. And not just for measurements and all that kind of stuff, but just ideas. We've got so many challenges here. And one of the challenges is, making sure that the dogs still have space. And you can see the size of the one dog. He's a big dog, so he needs a lot of space. Do we try to figure out a bridge to get in here? Do we try to figure out stepping stones across the pond? How do we take advantage of that slope, even though that slope is so far away from the main viewing area? How do we use water to connect all the different living areas even how do you connect that man cave space and pull people out of that man cave over to the water feature space. So just looking at all those different things, how important are the veggie gardens? Are the veggie gardens even in the right spot? Do we move those things to a closer area? Is this patio that comes right out of the house big enough or too big? You know, if we can move that shed, it's an epic amount of space, and I really want to move people over to the pergola. But everybody's gonna come out this door. So you come out this door, you walk along this. I love it. They could even take veggie garden stuff and put it along the side of the pathway. I think I would do like heavy plantings in this area. That forces everybody to go this way into the bigger part of their yard. Pond. Would you bring the pond basically up to the edge of this sidewalk?
Yeah.
Not cantilevered or anything, but
If it's not cantilevered, maybe leave like a little bit
2
of
feet.
Yeah, and just put some like low stuff
yeah.
in there. Just some
And then let it touch.
cantilever over there around that corner or something.
Do we let it touch in 2 spots, on this side and the other side?
Or
Just
what-
this side.
Should we just? Yeah. Okay.
Just this side.
Yeah, and then you sit aiming this way.
This way. And so right now, just having Diego out there really helps me validate some of my ideas, and of course I'm going to steal some of his because he works in this area and he knows what's possible. The other thing Diego's really going to help me do is kind of help source rock. Here are different rock options. Here's our equipment. He's got relationships with garden centers and nurseries where we can get all of our plants. This is going to be one incredible water feature, and if it's just the 2 of us right now and I'm excited, imagine what it's going to be like when all of the past artists of the year get together. Diego and I just finished walking through what we came up with, sharing our ideas with Chris and his wife, and I could tell Chris was super excited, and then I could also tell his wife was a little, I wouldn't say nervous, maybe confused, and I would love to tell you that that's the first time I've ever seen that, but it's probably been seen on every consultation I go on. And so that's exactly where we are with this consultation. The thing I'm most excited about is to see the expression on their face when we plug this in, because this is gonna be by far the biggest transformation we've ever done on this channel. All right, guys, we just spent the last, I don't know, it feels like 2-3 hours designing a pretty extreme backyard makeover. We put a price tag of
200. Yeah.
200. But it's got everything, right? So we've got an intake bay.
Yep.
We've got a decent sized pond, 3 feet deep, coming right up to a pergola. I think in 2 different spots.
Yeah.
Probably a 5-foot elevation change to play around with. So some big waterfalls. There's beachy areas for the dogs to come in and out of.
We got a 15-foot deep stream area.
There's
like,
deep stream,
Yeah.
there's a bridge, there's stone steps, and that's just the pond.
That's just a pond.
Right, so we've got a whole like artificial turf area where we're gonna do like bags. We've got
Like pavilion, pergola.
pavilion,
We're
accent
gonna have-
boulders all over the
yeah.
place, irrigation, landscape, and I don't know if you know this, in-lite is coming out and they're gonna light up your entire backyard too.
Those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be an unbelievable makeover. I can't wait to get back out here. We've got all kinds of other people that need to come in. We've got electricians that we've got to deal with. We've got hardscaping guys that we've got to find. We've got landscaping that we have to talk over. We have the artificial turf and the retaining walls, and like everything you're looking at now
Has
is
to
gonna
go.
be scraped away and gone. There's so much,
There's a lot to do.
work.
I got to do this.
You're going to be busy. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
And,
go.
and Diego, the 2 of us were talking about this, and you're definitely benefiting from it, but we talked about how I think we'll just do like a small little like 11 by 16 foot pond. You know, we'll do like an intake bay with a cool waterfall.
11 by 16.
And this-
Turned into like
yeah.
19 by 18.
We've got like a 60-foot stream and like, oh my gosh. But this is like every job we ever do, right? Like every customer you've ever met with in the past, every customer we've ever met with in the past, the project gets bigger. And especially when we're giving it to such an awesome person, awesome family, we want to really, really go above and beyond. So thank you so much for having us out here. We can't wait to get started. You guys stay tuned because this project is going to be incredible.